Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about self-sabotage. This is a huge topic. Are you self-sabotaging yourself? Are you sabotaging your healing, your approach to a better life for the sake of what? And what really does it mean? And how do you conquer it? I'm Hilde Larsen. I'm a health and mindset coach. I'm a detox specialist. I'm an author of 3 books. I'm a speaker, but most of all, I'm a life enthusiast. And I want you to be that too. The life enthusiasm is what's going to fuel your soul with passion and purpose. And once you have the purpose, once you find that passion, I tell you, you will become unstoppable. Now, I see within my work as a coach that you might even have a written down why. And let me tell you what that is really quick. If you don't know what that is, that means that you really go within and you sit down and you figure out, why is it that I want this change? Why do I want better health? Why do I want to feel better? Is there a why? It could be that you so decided to go back to work, or that you want to be able to play with your children, or that you want to be able to walk into the woods again. For me, it was everything that resembled living. I mean, I was so enthusiastic about life, but I ended up bedridden for years with severe rheumatoid arthritis. I was debilitated with Lyme's disease, ulcers, for years, in so much pain. I could not sleep. I could not go anywhere. I had so much anxiety. I couldn't even go to the mailbox. So the thing is this, my why was bigger than me, because not only did I have children I wanted to follow up, I had a desire so deep to be able to walk again. And when someone told me that would not happen, that I would never be able to take care of myself and live a so-called normal life again, I almost shit in my pants. And who wouldn't? And I know a lot of you are going through the same things, being told that you're in this autoimmune crap, or that something else is going on in your body and nothing can stop it, or you can't feel better, or this is degenerative and it can't heal. I'm here to tell you, it simply isn't the truth. For you, it might not be the truth at all depending on what you decide to do with it. And that is the thing. Now, your why will be your deepest inspiration to change. It will be your purpose to change. It will be your passion towards change. But as I said, I even see that being overridden by sabotage. And this is what sabotage is. It is a driven force. I'm going to explain it theoretically. A driven force residing within your subconscious mind, operated by false beliefs, old patterns and conditionings, that there is a reason that is good enough for you to stay stuck, and I'm using that word so you know what I mean, where you are. So there's something within you that is reasoning with this voice that is giving you a reason to step back and stay where you're at. So it's not something that wants you anything harmful or bad or wants you ill health. It's just a resistance from moving from where you are into something new. So you could call it an inner resistance to change, and it can come forth in any type of change. But the change that I, of course, see it come forth with, because I coach so many people, is when it comes to doing what's needed to claim health. And remember, health is not only about the physical. Mental, emotional, and spiritual health, it's all one thing. So you might think that you got it all going on with a physical, meaning you found your new diet, I gave you a plan, we went through it, it's all good, you're sticking with that, but then there is emotional imprint that's going to come up to you every time you change something for the better, the body, the soul, the spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever your belief system is, that's good. It's going to show you what else you need to release to get to where you want to be, because it's never about the one thing. It's about the whole you. So you're walking around as this energetic blueprint, like you're this energetic package of everything, of what you eat, what you think, what you feel, how your outlook is, how you react to certain things, how you respond. That's who you are, that whole vibration, your whole past, future, and now into one. And then you decide, with the mind that you have going on, like right now, like the mind that I had going on when I got so sick and tired of being sick and tired, was telling me, I either stop what I'm doing, I literally stopped every med cold turkey overnight because I just couldn't. That's why I'm not telling people to do what I did. We need to look at you. You need to look at you. What the heck is going on? For me, it was like I was done. It was enough. I couldn't have another day. I would rather die. Literally, I was ready to die before living another day the way that I was living. So I made that decision. That was my mindset going in. I had no other options. I saw no other options. Now, sabotage. I learned a lot about my inner being trying to sabotage me, but I saw things around me you wouldn't believe. Let's talk about one identity that will bring forth typical sabotage patterns or symptoms. So you're diagnosed with something. Not a good thing. Now, you might believe this is to be true. You're now a label. Now your symptoms have a disease to it, which is in itself awful. But you see, you start identifying with that. And especially if you're a strong person, especially if you're a person always seeking health, always trying to figure out what to do next. How can I do better? How can I do better? Can I help someone else? Can I engage? Can I contribute? Can I serve? Into that pot can arise prisonhood. And let me explain. When I was at the hospital, I was admitted for 2 weeks when they were going through my whole history, doing all these tests, and I met a lot of people. Now, I was, first of all, very concerned about the hospital itself, because they even had on display, you know how they have these glass display things in reception areas and stuff? You know, in that hospital, all they had in there on display, as if it was something, you know, joyous to look at, was replacement joints, metal joints. Everything in there, in the whole hospital, was reflecting that which you would been, you know, had been labeled. I was at a rheumatoid type of hospital. They were mostly doing rheumatoid arthritis, other arthritises, fibromyalgia, and, you know, stuff like that. Now, I met this woman in there, and she came crying into the cafeteria one day, and everybody felt bad for her. And you know why? Because she had been undiagnosed. And I was like, oh my God, I mean, that's what I'm looking, I mean, that's what I want to happen to me one day, right? For her, she was now the I don't know even what you call it, the head of the fibromyalgia association. She had taken on that as her new, not only profession, but complete identity. She now felt she was losing all of that, even her position. If she no longer had that illness, then who was she? Then she just went back to being her. So she has, identified so strongly that she even resisted the very thought that she would ever get healthy again. Now that to me is amazing, right? So always be careful about that. If you ever feel identified with your so-called label, step right out. You're not that. You can never be that. You're not supposed to be that. Or you could be that, but then you're not. This video is not even for you. You found your place. And I remember I used to hang around the Lyme disease forums when I was bedridden, trying to find some information. I went back 5 years later. It's the same people. They're hanging around and they're wallowing in the same thing, and they're still doing their antibiotics every day. Nothing's moving forward because they're energetically stuck. It's serving them. And that's another thing, the next step that will typically sabotage you from moving away. It could be the fear of the unknown itself. Always linked to fear. Let me put that down right now. It's always linked to fear. A fearless person walks right through, sees what he wants, gets it. Now, if you're fearful of change, it will be easier to hold on to what is, even if it's crappy. So if you're in a relationship that doesn't serve you, doesn't feel good, you're actually not treated well, and it's hurting your health, for actually most people, it's easier still to stay because you know what you have, and the unknown is so difficult for us to handle. We think we're looking for security, but we're afraid to explore and to be on our own because we don't have the self-love, we don't have the self-confidence, we don't have that empowered state. And so we just pull back. And that would be another reason that you will sabotage yourself. Meaning you might start to do better, and then something around you indicates that this might lead to change. Then you jump right in and you do something, you eat something, or in some way you sabotage so that you don't have to walk forward. If you love your disease condition because you're getting more attention, because people are treating you different, actually in a good way, all of a sudden you're getting all this love and care that you never got before. People are tending to you and you feel that's comfortable. I mean, everybody loves to be attended to now and then, but to feel it's comfortable in the sense that it's filling you up, filling a hole within you, that's not beneficial for anyone. So when if that's who you are, then when you start feeling a little better and noticing that you could actually take care of yourself, you might subconsciously stop yourself because you know you wouldn't get that same attention. And you know how the sabotage is or works? It works so that you won't even know that that's what's going on. Let me give you an example. You're going to start juicing, and then you figure out that all the produce that you're going to juice is so expensive, and then some bill comes in, something happens so that it will actually be logical for you to say, I can't do this. I'm sorry, I just can't do this right now. It's going to be too much. I don't have the money, I don't have the funding, or my juicer just broke. So I don't know what to do. But the thing is this, if you look in your life and if you look around and look what you have and look what you've done, when there is something that you really need or want to do, there's always a way of doing that. There's always a way of doing better. So whenever you feel that you have been stopped by cravings, by money, by time, not it being the right time, you're too busy. I mean, if you're too busy to take care of your health, you better watch out. But one day you might be so sick you can't even get up in the morning, let alone go to work or be social in years. So you better not be too busy for you first, or you have no one to be busy with. All sabotage, all bullcrap, all you trying to stop you for a completely different reason. And how do you stop that? How do you stop that energetic field from trapping you? All depending on you. I mean, you can call on me and we can walk through this. I am a mindset coach. This is the funnest part that I do. Because I know that once you're out of that loop, you can do anything. This is why some people can do anything. They don't sabotage themselves because they don't really care. You know, they're not afraid to fail. It's another one, you know. You can be afraid to fail. You can be afraid to shine. There are so many reasons to sabotage. And more people are afraid to shine than to fail. You know, we're more afraid of our greatness than we are of not being good enough. Even though, you know, most of the time the ego and the conscious part will know, you know, that, yeah, I want to, you know, look good and I want people to think that I'm successful. I mean, we all have some of that with us just because we grew up in this world. But to be honest, a lot of people just holding themselves back because we're afraid to shine. And what does shining mean that you could be afraid of? Well, criticism. You put your head out there, people are going to look to you. They're going to look at you. They might, you know, start evaluating what you're doing. You might be afraid that, you know, so much is going to change in your life that you're not going to have anything of the old anymore. And there are some of the old that's good. But I have to tell you right now, everything that's good is always going to follow. It's always going to go with you. That's the thing. You know, you could look at it this way. So if you're looking for a man, for example, and you're a single woman, or you're a single man looking for a woman, now you can sit down and you can talk to God or the universe and you can, you know, lay it out there and work with the law of attraction. And we tend to get very particular, like, oh, I want a man or a woman who's this. I like them blonde or dark. I like them to be adventurous. I would like them to, you know, like country music, or it could be anything. We kind of look at them as they should fit into the life that I like right now, and that would be perfect for me. So that's what we want. Now, if I said, well, why don't you just put out, I want the perfect man or woman for me. It's like, ooh, no. I mean, then I wouldn't know what could that be? What if I don't, you know, become happy with that? What if I don't like it? And I'm like, okay, so let's say that again. I want the perfect man or woman for me. Now, you already asked for what will make you the most happy. The trouble is actually trusting it. And this is when you walk towards health. Once you take those first steps, you see, this is the key. This is the secret. You have to let go of all expectations. You have to let go of how everything is going to happen. Yes, you put out the why and what you desire. That's the whole thing. But then you let it go and you let it unfold the way it's supposed to unfold. I was saying 3 sentences. I have it in my first book, From Hell to Inspired. I always said all day long, I said, thank you for this healing. Show me the way. How can I serve? And I was shown the way. I did not say, please let these herbs work or this diet work or let me heal tomorrow, or no. Show me the way. And I was thanking because I knew that the life that I was supposed to live, that was my purpose, that would show my passion, would always be there for me if I just allowed it in trust and never sabotage that through my mind. And I have so many tools now to help you. I have mini courses on this, how to shift your mind, how to go through emotional detox. I mean, the tools are there. This is about being a little bit more aware of what's going on in your subconscious mind and in your mind. And anytime you pick up on a little thing, this little whatever you have on which shoulder that says there is any reason at all not to stop right in and do what you need to do and claim your amazing life, it's a lie. It's not the truth. It's your sabotage. So it's all us. So I thank you for watching, and I hope that you like this topic. I will touch on it again because this is merely the surface. There is so much to be said about sabotage, because I believe firmly that if you took that out of the equation, I would have thousands of people walking behind me in this minute that would completely heal within the next 3 to 6 to 12 months. I know it. And although many are walking, and I'm seeing every group growing, and I'm seeing that more and more people are reached, still, we are afraid of change. So we're holding on to what is, to not have to. And that's not a good thing when you're not feeling good, because you deserve to feel freaking amazing. You know, you're here for a reason. And I believe it's not to suffer. It's not to suffer. This is not a victim thing. And we're not doing the blame game here. You know, this is not what we're doing. We're doing the allowing your body and mind and soul to heal. So thank you again for being here. If you're not yet a member, go to my website, inspiredbyhilde.com, click on the membership. Right now, I have a special out for, you get my free book, From Hell to Inspired. If you sign up for 3 months as a member, you get the free book. So that's a great way to start if you don't really know where to start. Or you can go to my website. They even have a page there that says, start here. How easy can it be? If you have any questions on the topic of self-sabotage, please ask me below. I really like, this topic because it's your gateway. It's your ticket. It's your ticket home. Namaste.